Good morning, everybody. It's a very rainy day here in Idaho, so we're going to be working indoors today. Been gone for a few weeks, been on vacation, been in the hills, been doing plenty of other things, so I haven't been around. I haven't done a cooking or recipe video in quite a while, and I've got a project that's been nagging at me, so I need to get with it. Today's project, we're going to smoke some steelhead. Went steelhead fishing here a month or two ago and caught a lot of nice fish, and going to brine them up, and we're going to smoke them. So let me go through the things we're going to use here. We're going to use some orange juice. White grape juice is what I'm using. I'm substituting it for sherry or gin. I'm also going to use some soy sauce, some teriyaki sauce, some onion powder, garlic powder. We're going to use some ginger, of course salt, and brown sugar. And the main guest of the day is the steelhead. So I'm going to get this all cut up and trimmed up and ready to go, and we'll mix up the brine here in a minute and show you the ingredients and how much we use. All right, we're going to get our fish trimmed up and prepared to go in the brine. So you can see we got some big old fillets off of big old steelhead. We're going to work these fish over here and trim them up. A lot of that belly fat will take off. We're not going to get rid of it. We're not going to throw it away. We're going to be doing some catfishing here a little later on, and this is a pretty premium catfish bait. Anyway, just going to trim that fat off the back. Just make these fillets a little more presentable. Probably going to put them in about that size of pieces, about like that. All right, we've got our fish all diced and washed and cleaned. Now it's time to make the brine. Okay, so this is what we're going to put in there. We're going to put in a half a cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of salt, 2 cups of soy sauce, 2 cups of teriyaki, 2 cups of water, 2 cups of orange juice. I'm adding in 1 cup of white grape juice. I'm substituting that for sherry or gin, whichever you prefer. I'm going to put in a teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, and we're going to put in a teaspoon of ginger. Don't worry about it, I'll have all the ingredients down in the link on the video, so you'll be able to get it all right. Now this is just what I'm mixing here. Depends on how big of a batch you're going to do. You might have to add or subtract to that ingredients. Then I'm just going to mix it up so that everything's all mixed up. And I might have to do a little more brine. I got a pretty good sized bowl of fish. You're going to want enough brine to cover your fish. Once we put our brine in, we're going to soak it for 4 to 12 hours. Longer the better, more flavor you'll get. So mine will probably be closer to 12 hours, and I'll put all this in the smoker tomorrow. I want to show you a little bit here of the brine I've got mixed up here. We're going to pour it in. Looks like we're pretty close to having enough. The key is that you're going to want to move the fish around, stir it every once in a while, because you're going to want that brine to work in and around and underneath all those fish. You can do it with your hand or a spoon, but okay, the fish have brined all night. I took them over to the sink and I washed them off. Now I'm just going to lay them out here on a towel and let them start drying a little bit. Need to have them dry. This will get kind of a glazy finish to it. It's called pellicle. All right, we got them all laid out. I'll just come along and pat them a little bit dry. All right, let's load these on the trays. Sprayed my trays down with some non-stick coating. It'll just help those fish come off easier without sticking. Okay, let's load these in the smoker. I got it preheated. Well, the first tray of smoked steelhead is done, and it looks awesome. Texture's perfect, temperatures are great. Pulled it at about 150 internal. Anyway, between 145 and 150 internal, that keeps plenty of moisture in there. Now I'll just pull out these row of bones here, and I'll be ready to package it up. Well, catching steelhead's great and it's fun, but I also like taking a few home. These smoked up steelhead turned out really nice. I've got them all vacuum packed, ready to go. I'll stick them in the freezer, and I'll have some steelhead snacks next fishing trip, next hunting trip, next trip into the hills, whatever. Anyway, hopefully this video was helpful for you. If you enjoyed it, you know the drill. Subscribe, like if you like it. If you want to hear more videos or get notifications, hit that bell. But appreciate you watching and hope you're having a great day.